Welcome to the possibly penultimate episode of Satisfactory. Well, this season, I guess, of Satisfactory, which is season 1. No, I don't even know how we're going to do this. I don't know if this is like a season thing, whatever. Anyway, we are in build 8 of Satisfactory, future us. We started in build 7, and we figured that before we complete the game, aka the first game I've ever completed in my life, we would do a full base tour. We have moved around quite... I'm with Ed. Hi, Ed.
Hello.
We have moved around so much in this playthrough. And again, my most favourite thing about this ever is that we have documented every single bit of the process. Every single part of the process. Yeah, we're going to try and keep it in order. No distractions. We're not going to look at any processes. If something's frozen, we're leaving it. All right? We're at the very end. We're just waiting to complete phase 4. We're basically passing time at this point. But obviously, we're going to try and do these in order of how we found them and founded them in our series, with the exception of, like, obviously this base, we built like a garage, we built this bit here, we built this. This will all be obviously like this part of the tour, I guess. Minus this. That goes last. Anyway, yes. So right now we are at what we call our home base. This is where we founded, this is where we founded our Kip Enterprises.
It is, mate. This is ground zero.
Business. Ground zero.
Ground zero is what you use for, like, bombs, isn't it? Maybe we don't call it ground zero.
Do you? I don't know.
Isn't it ground... Oh, it's also the thing for the... I did this out, but it's also...
Yeah, okay. Fun fact that I think this... Maybe this isn't a fact, but this has been around since pretty much the beginning, this floor.
Yeah, this floor, mate. This is OG floor, right?
Probably one of the only things that has never changed in our entire playthrough.
No, wait, no, didn't we... I feel like we did. I feel like we moved this at some point.
Oh, we moved this, yeah, because this was parked on top of bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I feel like we did. Maybe we did move it.
Maybe. But yeah, anyway, so obviously this is the main control center. No, we didn't put this inside. Yes, we should have, but we never got around to it. We'll probably do it later or something like that. And then we have our home factory. The goal of this factory was originally to, like, make everything here, which... Again, isn't like even
unrealistic. I actually think wasn't this first.
You think?
This was first, wasn't it? Because we built this, didn't we? And then we built this in front of it.
No, we had the smelters just like outside.
Ah, yeah, you might be right actually.
Yeah, all the smelters were just outside, so they would go from source to smelt, and then this was the factory. They all went into the factory because I remember like these holes here when we discovered holes were a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love this base. This is like our favorite, I think, base throughout the whole series. And we spent episodes 1 to 16 here basically before we ventured out and did anything. When we were going back and reviewing it, I was like, oh mate, we actually spent quite a lot of time here and really didn't make much. But yeah, so this is this is home.
We were new, mate. We didn't know what we were doing. So yeah, like the bottom is basically like all like original. What's the word? Like phase 1? Is it phase 1 stuff?
Yeah. Literally phase 1. Like the basics.
And it all like it's untouched as well because it's all like using Mark 1 belts. This is a Mark 2 belt. This is a bad belt to land on.
No, I know what you mean though. Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, it's like.
But yeah,
it's never needed to make more.
Like untouched basically since we made it. Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like this rock was never here either.
Yeah, the rock was an addition, an annoying addition actually.
And then you've got like the second floor, which is again, it's still like pretty base producty stuff. And we got better as we were moving up. Yeah,
you can literally see floors. Like a straight progress thing.
Is this a maintenance floor here as well?
Yeah, maintenance.
No, it isn't.
This is.
This one isn't. Where are you?
Is this?
This might have been like the first maintenance floor.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh
my god, throwback to maintenance floors. Like, okay, we not throwback, we still make them, but now we're like a 2-block kind of guy. But yeah, this whole factory thing.
I mean 2 block minimum, mate. Sometimes 3.
Wait, yeah, we've got like whole factories as maintenance floors.
Maintenance floors, yeah.
And then this is also where we're making a bunch 3 out of 4 phase 4 parts, I think.
Yeah, I like this hole in the floor here. This is finished later product.
But yeah, so that's base 1, and then we have like this refinery. No, what are these things called?
They make steel.
Foundries. Yeah, I remember finding the foundries and being like, right. And this was also one of the first like belts that I was really proud of. Like the method, the way I laid this out, I was like,
all of this.
Yeah, I was like, I am good at the game.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool, man. It's like a. I mean, it's just a. It's just a manifold, but it's like it does look cool.
Yeah. All right. It's just a manifold. Okay.
No,
Right.
I know, but like,
Jeez.
I like, it's like it was one of the first ones we made, like for sure.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
we were just like pumping them out.
Also, this factory in here is like basically empty.
What one?
The one underneath the, underneath.
Yeah. I don't even know what's in there anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I think there's just a few I think there's a few smelters and stuff.
What's crazy for me, and this is leading on to the next place that we founded, is this all happened. I mean, not all of this, because we obviously weren't making like phase 4 parts here, but like we lasted 17 whole episodes, Ed, and it must have just been on like grass and stuff, in the power things that come on the base.
Did you say brass?
Grass, like
grass.
sticks and shiz, like biofuel it's called.
Yeah,
we lasted 16
we still
episodes
got
on biofuel.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, you wouldn't
look.
let me delete it. Yeah, you
yeah,
and there's
mate,
one on the back of here. There's two on the back of here. Sorry, that I wanted to delete. And you're like, no, they're historic.
Look at them, mate. Just look at them being there, all like part of the hub and that. You gotta delete these.
Yeah, I'd like to know. I mean, yeah. So basically, we lasted 16 episodes before Ed. We founded what is now known as Power Base A. Oh, look at this.
How nice that looks.
Power Base A, man. And before the time of jetpacks, we used to have to run down this hill to get down there. I think we maybe discovered cars by this point, and
I feel like we did.
Yeah, but we also realised they weren't actually that efficient, so we were literally running back and forth still, even though, yeah.
I feel like this was probably one of our first like neat from the
get-go. Yes, yeah, 100%. Yeah, because
we built it to be neat.
Yeah,
right?
we had this half first, and we expanded pretty soon after. I don't actually have it in my notes when we expanded, but we expanded not too long after because we realised that we just didn't have the capacity that we needed. But this was also a super simple setup. Like, this is all that's here basically. I know now there's some. Is there iron over there for aluminum? Iron over there for steel.
I think that's the steel place. Yeah, I'm not sure where that goes.
It just makes yeah, it does make steel. This just goes.
It's being used as well.
I think it goes to the heavy modular frame factory. Or something like that.
Yeah, it might do. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what that is. But yeah, other than that, it's literally just 2 coal points. And at this point, I remember this literally felt like so far from home as well. Like legit homesick from homesick from being here basically. Look, mate, we have a hypertube cannon. We thought it was that far.
We actually do.
We had jetpacks, I think, by the time we had this cannon, so I don't even know what the point of it is. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably did. Actually, would we have had jetpacks? I don't know if we. Actually, we must have done if we had the hypertube.
Yeah. For sure, we wouldn't cannon. You don't cannon without a pack. They always say.
This is true.
This is
this
so
must have done us for a while, right? Like this. I don't know how much power this produces here, but yeah, this must have done us for a bit.
Well, you say that, but by episode 24, we were already at our next power base, which I won't ruin for now, because there's a prerequisite to this power base, and that was our first ever hypertube.
Just like to warn you before you enter.
Oh, so we're back at our main base here, and just off to the side of it, we built a hypertube. Originally, this wasn't as OP as it is right now. I think we got lost in the sauce at some point. But one of the things I remember when we founded hypertubes, when we discovered hypertubes, should I say? We didn't found them because they were already a thing. But yeah, when we discovered them, was how slow they were. Oh,
why is it off?
We've also unlocked remote switches, but we just never got around to using them. Like, we should be able to control these from anywhere.
We never really got into any of the power grid stuff, did we?
No, I do want to, but I guess
I feel like it would be beneficial for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Here's Ed's caution. You will be sucked off beyond this point. Don't know what he means by that. But yeah, like I say,
accurate.
One thing we were kind of upset about was how slow the hypertubes were. And yeah, oh mate, I thought you'd gone. I didn't even hear him.
This may crash my game.
Yeah, I'll go first. So this is the speed we settled on in the end. And yeah, this was the longest hypertube that we'd ever. Obviously, this was the only hypertube that we ever made. Obviously, the longest, and it took us straight to what is now known as Power Base B.
Oh, mate, I just don't know the last time I went through this hypertube
because you were scared.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my god, power base B. So again, originally this wasn't actually even a power base. So the coal power was still servicing us at this point, I think.
Oh no, this is why we originally came over here. This is why it's power base B.
Oh yeah, 100%. Of course.
Yeah.
We made.
Yeah.
Well, no, we didn't actually. No, we did. We came over here for. We 100% came over here for oil first, and then we realised oil needed power, and was like, why would we get the power all the way from over there? Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Okay. Right.
And yeah, so thus Power Base B was born, because this was called Power Base B before, I think, it was producing power using fuel, if you know what I
mean. Right.
Because it was like the secondary to
because we do make power here from oil, don't we? Through sorry, I can't get my throughs out. Through fuel. From oil through fuel. That is a hard sentence for me to say.
So on
yes, we do.
Top floor of this, we have these. What are they called? Fuel generators, man. This is the fuel generator floor.
Yeah,
well, that was full of mouthfuls apparently tonight. And this was the first struggle I think we had with liquid, because I think it wouldn't come up.
I was just about to say, this is where like liquid got weird.
Oh, and I remember signing it off like, yeah, this is great, yeah. So episode 24, I remember, is when we founded this power base, I guess. But yeah, and I remember just being like, this is amazing, this is the best thing ever, you know. But and then we signed off. It was done episode, and then and then we came back. Realised that wasn't the case, because all the numbers were mismatched, and like these were shutting down. But yeah, and then up here we have a little factory for making biofuel, which is empty. Oh, it's empty because we haven't put any biofuel in it. But
this is all like manual stuff.
Yeah,
right?
This was like a much later edition. You've probably seen the episode very recently, but you know, we're not going to come back to show you this. But
this was because people were pissed off at us. Sorry, were annoyed at us.
Yeah, I remember specifically Booty Shaker was like, "Yo,
yeah,
you guys, you got to be using biofuel, man. Come on." We needed to get, what was it? We provided something quite specific from here. So this became like the computer center, basically, because of the usage of plastic and rubber, I thought. But maybe, how do you make...
I think it was plastics.
Okay.
I think it was mainly plastic.
Yeah. So this basically become the computer factory. Was its main purpose, other than providing power? Maybe that was before power, though. I'm really struggling to remember.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, and that's
I remember this caused us a lot of issues, didn't it, this place? Yeah,
exactly. But we had to transport that back to the other base, and we didn't really know how. We didn't want to have a long-ass belt, which is where this guy comes in. This absolutely beautiful thing called a choo-choo train, chugga. Okay, it's not actually called that, but you know, trains are important for obviously carting stuff from A to B. We originally had this just going from here back to our main base, and quickly realised that actually, I mean, the way this train line goes is I'm not gonna lie, pretty amazing. Its route is cool. So we're gonna take the train back, Ed. Take the scenic route, should I say? Or should I get in the train?
Let us take the train.
Back to... well, we're not going to go all the way back to our main base, because the next base that we founded was the base for aluminum. So, yeah, let's drive back there, though. Let's enjoy, like, a peaceful train ride, though.
Can you please, like, insert your face in this bit, like, in the angle of Francis Bourgeois, please?
What,
like,
my normal
you're
face?
Driving along the train track. Yeah, like your actual face. Oh my god! I'm on a train! I feel like we did a good job with this train.
Mate, me too. It's, yeah. And we built it over the abyss as well.
Yeah, I wish we'd have finished, like, the pillars and stuff, but...
Did we have jetpacks we built this? I actually don't think we did.
Yeah. No.
I don't think we did.
Actually, you might be right.
Anyway, this is the next base that it stops at. This is the aluminum base. Aluminum base. And yeah, it's mate, look how welcome we are here. This place is amazing. Obviously,
this place is cool.
The train just like clipped through for ages before we built it at a station, and we were mainly down here Oh, this has my favourite place in this base. Cool thing about this base is I think we met our match in aluminum. Like, this was make or break. Either we absolutely aced this subject or we quit the game. Like, this really felt like the end. This honestly really felt like the end. This was episode 40 as well.
If I remember correctly, this has a lot of like backfeeding, right? This system, like a lot of the stuff it makes, it like produces
too much of and too like. I think the start of it.
Yeah.
I think the start of it produces too much to just recycle
I remember,
it.
Yeah, I remember literally getting halfway through and you were like, you were getting so annoyed because you were like, well, if this stops working, then everything stops working.
Yeah, that's what it's felt like. There could never be any like backlog, basically. And then
basically.
Which I think is why, I'm pretty sure. Does it go off to scrap? Or does it not now? No, maybe it does. I don't know.
I feel like underneath here is probably our most
that's
shameful.
My favourite. I think... Was this where the maintenance floor concept was invented, maybe? Nah, I think it was before here, but...
I don't know if it was invented here. I think this is what made us think we need to do more than one
Oh my god, look at this.
Look at
this.
This is definitely where multiple floor maintenance floor methodology came into play.
Yeah.
Because like we built it, like just look at it, man.
You know what's crazy, and I won't do it in this video, but I genuinely reckon I could take you through what every belt... I reckon you could pick a belt and I could tell you where it's going. You know what? I just looked at one. I don't think you could. Yeah, it's messy down here, but
it's crazy.
We still tried to do it with no clipping and stuff, which was pretty damn cool. Obviously, there's some, like a little bit, but like over here, for instance... That's nothing to be proud of. But yeah, so then this base at the moment, like as far as Endgame is concerned, I guess, it does a lot of... what does it do? What does it do? Does like
this produces a lot of our... I think everything... Does everything Phase 4 require something aluminium? Or am I wrong there?
Wrong, asking the wrong guy, mate. I'm dumb. No, the first bit doesn't. That's for sure. The first one doesn't.
Actually can't get out. Right, I'm free. that maintenance floor actually gives me claustrophobia.
Yeah, same. And this maintenance floor that I'm on now, this one.
Oh, mate, I'm coming.
As a viewer, I don't think you can respect how good this is. I think you'd have to go back to the episode. And I think even that, I think what we did was we just shut up and got on with it. We both had our own tasks assigned to us and just got our head down, focused on beautiful looking manifolds, fair distribution, and just like, oh my god, just look at this place.
Do you know what's great as well is, so what you just said there, like, is true. Like we definitely split on this one and just built like our own bit.
Yeah.
But like, it all looks like it could have been done by either one of us.
Yeah, I think we're matched. I mean, you're definitely better at inventory management and knowing what you like, just knowing. But when it comes to building, I think we are pretty matched. Obviously, this floor actually came way later. This was like late in the game when we had multiple POVs, I guess, was actually what helped this floor more than anything, because we were able to switch between... I think a lot of the things for the first 50 episodes, by the way, when it was just my point of view, a lot of stuff, it was like, I would selfishly just say to Ed, like, wait, I need to see it. But then we started like working on stuff and was able to sort of split up and not worry so much. I still have like some inquisitive side of me where Ed will say like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, oh, let me see. And then we have to pause everything until we get there, basically. This maintenance floor isn't that good, but it's a 2-story one, which is nice. And then up here, what does this make? This makes a Phase 4 part, right?
I was going to say, what's actually built here? Turbo motors.
Oh, pressure conversion cube, which goes over to the base we can't talk of yet. But yeah, so that goes to there, and then this floor here ships back to the main base, and there's a part of I want to say it's a part of the rocket.
Oh no!
What's up, mate? Obviously, before all this came and before all these floors were built and these amazing stairs were built, we spent a whole episode building these stairs, basically. We have downstairs a car. I don't think we ever made a route downstairs properly, which is pretty silly. I guess you just go out the front.
Yeah, that's why this hole is here.
All right, yep. Whoa! I didn't even know that was actually a hole. I went to delete it. You go out the front, through these doors, and we have down here, and it must still be working because it's delivering stuff.
Yeah,
we have a car delivering quartz and bauxite. And then this thing, is it full of fuel? Yeah, it's full of fuel, and then any other fuel is just being absolutely trashed. What is here, though?
I think fuel comes off the train, doesn't it?
Mate, we have so much bauxite and stuff, don't we?
I
We should add another lot of things. I mean, not that we need to, but
so there's is this computers?
Yeah, they're just dumped in here. They don't even go anywhere.
This is just full of computers. Why?
I don't even know, mate. Talk to past Kieran and Ed. So much fuel in here, like wait, and this just goes and stops.
Yeah, why?
I think. Oh,
Wait,
this was designed. Yeah, this was designed to be extra storage, so we could always take some if we needed it, and then that would fill up, and then this. Yeah, they're kind of good design, Kieran and Ed. Wow, proud of you guys. Yeah, so this bad boy, that was the next coolest thing that we made. I feel like at the time. I want to crouch up here, mate. Otherwise you'll hit your head. Ugh.
Oh my god, this is so buggy for me.
It literally bugged out. Like it can't properly get up this hill.
Yeah. It's not
it hit me.
For me. Oh my god.
I'll catch you up, brother. Oh my god, it just run me over.
I'm like not.
Oh my god, this road, man.
Yeah, the road's cool.
The road is sick. Yeah, and it gets so fast towards the bottom, I think. Oh, I'm surfing. What up, dude?
Can you see me?
I can see you. Floater.
It's just like blocking, like, I don't know, it looks like the truck is like it's from Minecraft on my screen.
Oh, because you're quite far away.
No, like I can see the truck, but it's like moving like one section at a time. Oh.
I fell over.
Shit.
I fell over.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please watch that from my perspective. I actually love how we set this up, because we set this up to get exactly like the right amount of both, right? So it always takes both.
Yeah, and then it overflowed.
Which is crazy.
The other end, which is great. Yeah, and then we also have. Let's just quickly go have a look at the bauxite and quartz real quick. Yeah, so that's the quartz there. And then bauxite is through this horrific... Oh my god, I literally remember going through here and like... I think I raged so much. Because at the time you couldn't delete these poo clouds, but it was one of the things like, oh, it's coming. I was like, when is it going?
Yeah.
But we still haven't actually deleted the poo clouds. But I had to build this line all the way through, and I was trying to make it look pretty. And But yeah, then bauxite is literally just like... I know we're not showing you the source of everything, but it was just quite a feat to find bauxite. So that's just on this one little node here, a little Mark II miner as well. It's not even like anything special. It is fully overclocked though, making 600 things a second. That's insane.
That's pretty cool.
But what can a conveyor belt 4 even do that?
No. I'd just like to know.
What?
Just go and take a little peek inside these containers, mate.
No, because we did this. Mate, we made these.
Why?
Because it was to get them out. We had three of them in here before we made the base. Just 3 lined up, and then we wanted to pipe them out real quick just so we could make the actual...
They've just got a load of random shit in them.
Yeah, that ain't
these
me, mate.
Screen Kieran chests.
They aren't me. That's not me. It wasn't. It's not me. It's not me. All right. We weren't actually gonna carry. We were gonna like skip night, like wait till daytime and then carry on the tour. But most of this base is inside anyway. So Ed, if you want to start at the actual first bit of the base,
where we actually started.
Yeah, where we actually
we made
started.
The cool thing.
Look at that. This was like the coolest looking thing we had ever made. Like, and it still is pretty sick. We pre-made this as well. We made it in the app back home.
That's
like, so we do have it saved as a blueprint. If you want to subscribe as a member of my channel, you can. No, I don't. But, you know, hey, if you do subscribe as a member, you can just say I did it, and then I'll send this to you. I don't know. But yeah, and then we also found.
Oh my god!
Guy. What did he find at the time that made us keep him? Was it literally...
He found like a purple slug, didn't he?
Oh my god! Like, so it was
and
a good
literally
intro,
ever since then, he's been the worst pet ever since.
Because we hated the outside so much. Like, I was so grumpy when we moved here. Little did we know, worse things were to come. But we hated the outside so much. Everything was trying to kill us all the freaking time. So the goal was to stay inside, like never leave. And it was actually pretty successful. I'm not gonna lie. even though obviously we did build stuff outside, like, you know, we had to, but we built a lot of floating things. There was even a freaking spider at some point that was trying to, do you remember the spider? I was like, yeah, all right, and then it jumped up.
Mate, yeah.
That scared the, oh my God.
Yeah.
I think that was
actually
the first,
screamed.
I think that was the first episode, by the way, that had your point of view in. Episode 50. That was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was episode 50 because I remember it being like a milestone, and the fact that I don't know why you could never record before, but you just did. Oh, I think you had actually got a new graphics card and stuff as well, which helped. But yeah, this is the inside of this base, and not gonna lie, this. If I was to not play Satisfactory, I would come into this base and think that two guys that know exactly what they're talking about made this base. Just have you seen it in here? Look at these different coloured things.
Yeah,
I don't even know what they're all making. I know that's sulfur, and that is probably red. That's not. I don't think that is.
That's turbo fuel. Yeah.
That is turbo fuel, is it? And then what's this? Smokeless powder, nice, which we're apparently still making. Yeah. Don't know how. And then obviously
are we scrapping it?
Batteries, maybe. Batteries are like the main. Batteries, to be fair, and supercomputers are the main components of this factory. That's the supercomputer center over there, and I literally love the way it looks.
The supercomputer tower is so cool.
Yeah, with single floor maintenance floors as well. There is a way to get over there without having to go outside, so we're going to close that off. But quickly, let's see how we got power over here initially. Oh, wait, no. The cool thing about this base is it's off the grid.
Yeah, it is.
The power is independent, entirely independent. Like, this doesn't link up to our main power base at all, which is pretty cool. But it gets its power from here, which we never got around to making like the inside, but that's all right. Yeah, so there's a little refinery and stuff down here. Mate, this is actually really clean as well. We could easily put a little dome around this and
for sure. We could definitely like cap all this off.
Yeah. But let's quickly go and have a look at the computer base and its components. So just quick first, we have this maintenance floor here, which I love so much. Like, honestly, again, like if I was to just take a glance, I'd think that two guys that knew what they were talking about did all this. Like,
yeah, this is actually a pretty good maintenance floor considering.
Yeah, you can walk around most of it as well without having to like jump and scoot around stuff, which is pretty cool. That's nice for a maintenance floor, isn't it? Switch. Oh, this switch basically is cut off for the whole thing. I don't know what the point of that is. I don't know what this is. This is when we were struggling for power, and we separated everything that could make supercomputers, i.e. everything hooked up to here, so we could turn on that and turn off the rest of the base. I don't even know what the rest of the base was doing at that point, but yeah, that is actually pretty damn smart.
We're pretty like on the limit here for power, I think, weren't we?
Well, I mean, probably still are because we haven't changed anything here.
Yeah, so we produce 2550 and our max consumption is 2504. So yeah,
that's pretty. That is close.
45 megawatts over.
But yeah, we have all of our material coming back from way over there. Some down there as well. All coming into this base.
Oh, that's the Caterham little mini factory over there. Isn't it?
And these maintenance floors I really liked as well. Like. They all look the same. They're all uniform. Like, okay, not underneath it, and they're messy as F. But but yeah, they have like this in the corner, one in this corner.
Oh yeah,
one
I think this was the first time we did this.
Yeah, we wanted to
keep this was the first place we kept it like all inside.
Yeah. So we won't go to every maintenance floor, but floor 0 was I think just copper. Anything copper related? Maybe I'm wrong there, but. And then floor 1 was in charge of. I wrote all this out. Do you remember? Like I had a pad. It's producing a computer producing a computer, but who cares? And then floor 2. What was that in charge of?
High-speed connectors.
Nice.
Which is like 100%, by the way.
Lovely tip. What? How though? Because it's not. I don't know. And then computers at 98%. To be fair, supercomputer.
That's not bad.
That's actually really good. I mean. I think it's, if anything, it would be struggling on plastic, which is crazy. We came back here, revisited this so many times, and always have problems. But this again was like at the time the best thing. I think even still like the most. No, maybe not. I can say it was like the best thing we were producing in terms of like how much effort it was. And was that the first time we did a drone? It was, right? Yeah, this was the first drone port.
I believe this is. Yeah, I think so.
So the supercomputers led us to make our first ever drone port, which I don't even know if it looked this pretty at the time, but man, she cute. And while we were here, we were like, well, drones require batteries. So why not ship back batteries too? And then it started. Great battery gate. If I would probably nowadays split this off further up. Like I'll probably split the batteries here rather than back there where we do split them. But
why did we? You can do that, by the way, if you want. If you want to do that.
No, that's all right. It's fine. It works.
Why did we start using this? Is it just because like they were new, the drones? Why did we use drones instead of a train?
Because I think the train was just too much for us to manage at the time. You know, it's when
quite far, isn't it?
Yeah, we've always we play games. We have a limited time to play games. We don't have unlimited time. If we had unlimited time, this probably would either be a train or a freaking truck with a big road knowing us. But yeah, trucks definitely were not feasible. A big ass belt was not feasible, and we wanted to look at drones. And I remember looking at going to look at drones, and being like, oh no, this is a lot. Again, and the drone's easy. We were surprised at how I think we put the drone down. And it was like, oh wait, batteries, and had a whole episode dedicated to making batteries. I don't think we lifted off a drone until like episode 55, I want to say. So we made drones in episode 55, but we originally came to this base in episode 46, so 9 episodes.
I think we came over here for the sulfur to make... It was to make the black powder, I think. I actually think that's what started, like, why we came over here originally. It was sulfur.
What was
to
black
make
powder
black powder. I think we needed it to do some stuff in the MAM. I think it was when we were going through all the MAM episodes.
Oh, I see. Right.
And then it kind of just like evolved into this whole supercomputer thing.
There was a break in that though, because halfway through making supercomputers, we discovered that life actually got worse than a base full of stuff constantly wanting to kill you, which brought us to the nuclear factory, or what would become the nuclear factory. So we hate this base so much because the lighting is just awful in this area.
It is horrible here.
As you can hear, I'm constantly getting infected by radiation. Oh, the radiation wasn't this bad before we came in, to be fair.
Ruined it. We wrecked it.
We might have had some... Yeah. We may have intervened a little bit. Let's go to see where the actual... Where the nuclear energy starts, mate.
Oh, mate, I actually haven't been in here since we built it.
No, we literally built it and that was it. I think because scary spiders maybe existed in here at the time. They still exist, but they're our friends now. We befriended them. Mate, this belt as well. Again, and I don't even know if we properly had like the mask for the nuclear energy yet. We might have, but like we were still very scared.
Yeah.
Very, very scared. But yeah, this is it. The one miner we have for nuclear, and hey, we could definitely upscale this so much.
Oh yeah,
but like the uranium,
we're like not using this at all.
Yeah, but the uranium is like the least scary part of it, to be honest, in terms of what it needs. But this isn't a walkthrough, so we're not going to show you the whole process. So, I mean, it's somewhere in an episode somewhere. You can go back if you want to watch it. I don't know. Do you want to watch it or what?
I love that that's hidden behind a waterfall as well. That's pretty cool.
Just what our uranium does many people's uranium get washed before it gets put into
well, ours does.
Yeah.
That's what sets KIP Enterprises uranium apart from other competitors.
That's freaking right. So we pretty much have the outsourcing floor, which is downstairs, and then the manufacturing floor, and then the nuclear floor. And I think we might.
Yeah.
I'd love to have like a challenge to make the smallest nuclear factory. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? But yeah, so this was around. I think this was apparently in episode 50, but I don't think it was. It must have been. Yeah, it must have been because in episode 53.
This must have been way later, surely.
Oh man, I've gone back. I've checked. You know,
that's bonkers.
In episode 53 though, Ed, we made this, the nuclear waste center, which I'd love to know if it's growing or shrinking at this point. I think it's still growing, to be completely honest.
I think it is,
but still not as much as I thought it would.
That's sign.
So yeah, and then we had these little centers, which, to be fair, this one over here is actually a better example of them. These are the things that we made again in the blueprint machine. And subscribe to Kieran is playing on YouTube. Thanks for watching. It says there as well. What does this one do? This one just does iron, right? Yeah, this one's iron. But yeah, and then obviously later on, because I am not coming back here to finish this part of the tour. So later on, we then came on to make this nuclear pasta center, which I think we looked at earlier, gets shipped out from the aluminium base actually. The nuclear capacitor frame whatsamajiggy, I don't know what it's called, pressure cube, pressure conversion cube, comes into here. Most beautiful. This is my favourite machine in the game.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, drone's landed on my head. Yeah, it's dope. It just sounds so lovely.
Yeah,
and then,
just everything about it.
Yeah. And then this makes part of Phase 4. Probably, I think maybe the first part of Phase 4 will complete. I don't really know. I don't know what the...
What, nuclear... No, nuclear capacitor won't be.
Oh, really?
This will be last.
Oh.
Yeah.
Better speed this process up then, boy. We made this all the way in episode 76, by the way. So just to show you, like, a lot happened between like making the waste. So waste was episode 53. That was the last big change that we made here, really. Before making nuclear capacitor in episode 76. Everything else I feel has been like a bit of a filler because we have this here that deals with nuclear waste, but I don't think it deals with it in the way that we thought it would, like, or as fast as we thought it would, should I say. It definitely...
I think we thought it would end up being completely... what's the word I'm looking for? Like reusable energy, right? But this makes a waste that you can't do anything with.
Yeah, this makes which, to be fair, there's not much of it, but it still exists, so it's nice. So we've got this little bit of the factory up here that is unfinished, actually, to be fair. We were happy to leave here, to be honest, and move on to our next project, but it did inspire us to actually try with building, and that's why we made this bad boy. This is what we ended up... I think we settled on calling it the Diorama Box Factory, which was suggested by Ann Viewer, which was pretty cool. And again, this reminds me of like MI6, the building in London. Don't know why. There's no spies in here, but mate, I genuinely think, again, I think thanks to the multiple perspectives and stuff, but we had such a good time building this base. Like, I remember first being like, oh my god, we need bauxite, aluminium's needed, etc, etc. But then once I figured it out, like, these are the only two refineries we needed, and they both like loop round to each other, and it comes out, oh my god, look at this.
It's a cool looking base.
To be fair, I worked on this, and Ed worked on this. So you know, that's just how that was. But I remember that I wanted specifically to make the bottom floor bigger than the floor above. Do you remember? And you were like, I don't think it's gonna work, and it freaking worked, boy. Worked so well.
Like a little factory in a factory, right?
That's what it was, and that's why it ended up being called the Diorama Box Factory. And this whole factory goes into making a single product, and that's a fused modular frame. Like the whole, it
actually does.
There's no byproduct at all. Like all of our factories seem to be doing like this and that. Like you got the aluminum factory that's making more. You got obviously home that's making more. Even the nuclear factory's making more. Sulfur base, where the batteries and supercomputers are made, that's also making like oil and power. But this base literally just goes towards making this end product, nothing else. But it's kind of funny because when you think about like the sulfur base, yes, it makes supercomputers, but it needs, as a byproduct, it needs fuel to run, so it had to have its own fuel and oil, and then it needs to get those supercomputers home, so it also needs to make batteries. So yeah, it's weird. Each of these bases could potentially end up like self-sufficient one day, I don't know. But yeah, then we have this drone port here, which again is just sat here.
It's not working.
It's not working, is it, mate?
Insufficient batteries.
Sometimes we have a battery issue, I think. We fixed that in the last episode, you might know. But might have to just manually put some batteries in these bad boys. So, you know. We just need to find out where they go and make sure wherever they go is being stocked with batteries. Because then when they land, they'll steal the batteries. But I think it's that the drones can't take... I think what's killing the drones is waiting for other drones, maybe?
It could be.
Because they're like...
I mean, it's definitely not going to help, but... I don't know.
This was made all the way back in episode 58. And I can't remember if it was midway through this build, should I say. But we were interrupted by mine and Ed's favourite time of the year, which brings us to the Ficsmas factory. So our original goal here was to make the whole thing in this one present. Do you remember?
Yes. And then we quickly realised...
that there's a lot more to Ficsmas.
That was never going to work. Yeah.
It's got I like whose candy canes are these, bro?
They're Father Christmases.
going in, the idea. Oh, I almost spoil it then. Oh, you got a quick flash. But we wanted to make it Santa's Grotto by the end of it because we wanted to keep this present. It was amazing. It extended at one point and then unextended, and then we decided to put literally everything Christmas related in here, didn't we? So let's just take a step into.
I just love this room.
Oh, it's cold, man. It never improved. These oscillator things came in handy. There was another thing as well that came in handy for unlocking the boxes. Remember?
Yeah. So you use them to unlock to get hard drives, right? I don't actually think we ever used one of these, did we? We used the other one.
The other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a shop here, 2 great big bushy snowmen, and the goal was that Santa would just walk in here and be able to just be piped straight to the next factory. So we'll pretend we're Santa, piped straight through. Get on with it, Santa, and zoom. And this is where we were making stars, I think, wasn't it? Oh, look.
I know.
Oh, mate, we have so many stars. These stars we use for something, I don't know. We had to unlock stuff, right? Look at how the light of the truck shines that sign up as well.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
And Kip's Christmas chaos display. It's written on the tin.
Don't get much more chaos than that, mate. And then you got the little truck underneath.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, setting these up was such a pain as well. Man, that is so
they
cool.
they were all glitching out, right?
Whoa. Dude, FICSIT says we are not insured to go over that gate. That's why we have to put it in. Oh, look at this. Yeah, you can get all the way to the end. And we tried to like fence. Again, I think originally we wanted to keep everything left, right. But as we got towards the end of the factory, it's either like grow substantially or don't do that. So we opted for don't do that. And then, well, like so much happened. Look at all this stuff.
I know, we got so much stuff in these.
We only sent upstairs like what had to go upstairs as well. Which is pretty cool. And then my next favorite. Oh, let's have a look at the maintenance floor. What did that look like? Was that 2 stories? No, it was just 1. Oh no, it was 1, but there was no floor underneath it. We took the floor out, which only really gave the illusion of space. It didn't really give much more space, to be honest. But, yeah, so for some reason, like a bunch of floating machinery and can't get up. But yeah, lucky we can jump.
Nice.
My favorite part, one of my favorite parts of our whole world is Ed's Tree Street.
Oh mate, I forgot about this.
You spent like
oh my god, I spent
an unreasonable amount of time on this.
Doing this.
Like if we were to get paid, you wouldn't even be allowed to claim the overtime that this took you because it was just too long.
Look how good it. Oh no, look, one of them's gone weird.
We're now 6 months into the year as of recording this, that was episode 60 was Ficsmas. And after Ficsmas, we haven't actually done much this year.
What did we do for 20 episodes?
20 episodes of what?
Like after Christmas. We had 20 episodes because we're on 80 something now.
Yeah, well, because this is obviously just a tour of what we created, we went around the other factories and created certain things. We created loads of Phase 4 parts because it wasn't until episode 77, which is a recent one to be fair. From 77 to 83 have been us just like dilly-dallying a little bit, to be honest. But up until then, we were creating the Phase 4 parts because episode 77, we created this, which I can't remember. We came up with a cool name for it, but look at it, mate. And it houses our, whatever this thing's called, space elevator, the most important part of the game.
It looks like an air traffic control tower.
Yes, I remember that, yeah. But it wasn't for air traffic at all, actually. Yeah. So, oh my God, we could literally make a drone port.
Yeah, oh my god, that is such a good idea.
A drone center where all of the drones come in here and they go out from here, and oh my god, that would actually be so sick.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Well, maybe 1.0 will treat us right. And then as you walk in here, you see me and Ed. I'm bronze. Ed is silver because he's better than me. But that's fine. Oh yeah, adequate engineering, pretty good engineering. Pioneering, sorry. Adequate pioneering. Yeah. In here, we've obviously got our security guard. Oh, sometimes he teleports. We've got 2 security guards. Originally, did have neonals on them,
2?
but yeah, got the red guy.
We got the red guy. Where's the other guy?
The black car goes out the front.
Oh yeah, we have. Yeah.
He's really good at getting out, but not very good at getting back up. Finds this a bit steep.
Yeah, he's struggling for me, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
He's just crashed into you.
Don't
crashed into you again.
Oh, me as in... No, that's you, mate. You're silver.
Oh, I thought you were silver.
Okay. No, you're silver.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for supporting the series with a thumbs up on this video. And subscribing if you aren't already. Go subscribe to Ed at youtube.com/Kieran is playing. And what's up?
I'd appreciate that massively, guys, if you would do that.
You can also send him money at paypal.me/kieran is playing.
That feeds my family, actually, that one. So,
yeah. By the way, that's not a PayPal, so don't ever send money to that. It's not mine. If you ever want to send me money, hit me up, because I ain't going to object to it. But like, if you want to surprise me, that ain't the way to do it, because that's going to go to someone else, and I'll be very disappointed. Jokes aside. Yeah. Cool. Ed, it's almost time to say goodbye to this world.
I know, man. I'm actually gonna miss it. Like, I don't know, man. We've spent so much time here. Like, I mean, what are we at? We're like almost bang on 250 hours.
That's crazy that we're like done, but obviously we have to wait for the rest of it, if you know what I mean.
I mean, like, it's a long time when you think about it, but like, I don't know. This is generally like, I know we probably say it like the end of every time we play. Like, I don't know if it's recorded or if it's in any episodes or not.
I always edit it.
It might be like,
enough of it.
Yeah, probably. It's legit, like, probably one of my favourite games, if not my favourite game.
Yeah.
It's probably my favourite game that we've ever played. Like...
Oh. No, I love it. I love how close we are to the end. There was definitely a phase, like a part where I thought, we were playing another game and I was just like, oh no, we're in danger of never playing this again. But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking glad, boy.
Yeah, and then I think the announcement of 1.0, like, not like rekindled our like enthusiasm for it, because like I still love the game and stuff. We just weren't playing it as much.
I think if we did 1.0, if 1.0 came out tomorrow and we just started it up, it would be like being halfway through a really good book, which doesn't happen to me because I don't read. But like I've been there when you want to move to the next book, but you're like, no, I have to just finish the rest of this story.
Yeah.
That's what. Do you know what I actually like about this so much? In the least cringe way, this really, for me, tells a story of how we learnt to play a game, to be completely honest. Like, there's no other game where you can, like, see your progress in... Do you know what I mean? Like, this all stays here now. In 10 years' time, when we log into this and it corrupts the world, we're like, okay, that's the end of that. But no, when we log into this in the future, like, we'll still remember, like, the specific things, like, we'll go to that first drone port or whatever, the Ficsmas factory, and it really is, like, an absolute pause in time. And what's crazy about this is, you pointed out just as we started recording, we have literally been playing this game a year. Like, which, I mean, isn't too crazy, but it's like cool for like knowing, when we started, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And we literally started playing it off a whim.
because you were like, do you want to play this game? And no one else was around. I was like, yeah, all right then. And thanks so much for watching all this freaking time if you have, and this video if you've lasted this long, because I feel like it's going to be a long one. And again, thanks Ed for playing along, and we will see you in what might be the final episode. Bye bye.
Love you, bye.